Salam, welcome to this video. In Power Automate, when using getItems to knowingly return a single item, we can try to avoid nesting the follow-up action for the items returned in an apply to each action when a single item is returned. We can use an expression instead, like either of these. So let me first go to the list to give you an idea of what we're looking at. So here we have a list, a bunch of animals. We're gonna run a workflow to target and return donkey, and in the workflow we're going to update the diet of the donkey. So usually what we'll do is, right, we have a get items action, we specify the list, and then I'm filtering here on donkey. So I know there's only one donkey in the animal list. So what we'd usually do is we'd add a step, add an action, and we'd do an update on the item by adding an update item action. Okay, so over here we would again specify the site, the list, and the ID of the item. So usually we choose ID over here from get items, but once we click on here, automatically it embed or nests this action within and apply to each action. That's because a whole bunch of items are returned in the get items above. But we can avoid doing this by doing the following. Okay, so let me delete this. What we can do instead, we can either or we can initialize a variable, right? Give the variable name, and the type would be integer, and then we can actually target the first item of the get items returned in an expression. And this is these two expressions come in. You can either use this one or this one. This one over here automatically chooses the first item returned from the get items body value, and here we're specifying the ID column. Or if you use this one below, we don't use the first method. Instead, we specify the item index, which the first one would be 0, again followed by the column name that we want to return. This one is more reusable. For example, if you're returning 2 items and you want to use the second item, you can just change this to 1. So yeah, either or, but I would stick to, yeah, probably using the latter. So then let's go back to the workflow. Now we update the item, specify the list. The item ID over here, we can either again place the expression in here. Alright, I can either add the expression in here directly, or I can use the value from the variable above. Right, either of these will work. So you can actually reduce this to 2 steps only. Let me delete this one over here. So over here in the ID, I'll just place the expression in there. So now hopefully, if I run this workflow, the diet will be updated with carrots and water. Let's do a quick test. Flow ran successfully. And there you go. The donkey's diet has been updated with carrots and water. Thank you. See you in the next video.